Once again, happy midweek sa tanan. So ako nagapasalamat sa Ginoo sa pribilehiyo na iyang gihatag kanako nako sa diin ako karon makikaubang kaninyo og mga sulti sa pulong sa Ginoo. O ako sa nagalaom ang kitang tanan makasabot kauban sa tabang sa balaang espiritu samtang atong pagkatun-an ang pipila ka mga pulong karon nga kagabihon. Ako man usab nagapasalamat sa tuang sa kigsuon nga naghatag ka nato og mensahe sa awit. So kato siya naga-remind ka nato that we are not alone. There's somebody nga naga-concern sa tua and praying for us. We are not alone. So karon nga kagabihon, since na ang inyong magsusulti usa ka educator, so then ang akosad nga focus sa ko ang mensahe much naga-relate in terms sa education. So I entitled my sermon this morning as Dropouts. So ako nahibalo that kitang tanan, we have already an idea of what is dropout. But there are, pag mayroon tag dropout, it means that a person who has abandoned a course of study or who has rejected conventional society to pursue an alternative lifestyle. So, muundang siya. Dili nasugdan, iyang gisugdan, apan towards the end, iyahang pagaputlon o iyahang undangon that is considered as dropout. So, adunay pipila ka mga types of dropout, pero ako mag-focus lamang sa duha ka mga punto. Una na atay dropout na ginatawag na school dropout. Kadua na punta ginatawag nga spiritual dropout. So aban daghang mga klase nga dropout. But kita mo kutlo lamang sa pipila ka mga types of dropout. Una kaning schools. What are the reasons nganong ang mga kabataan makadesisyon nga mo drop out o muundang sa ilahang pagtungha. Ang una nga rason, there are a lot of problems that causes students to drop out from school. There are several reasons. Una nga rason, kanang ginatawag nato nga pregnancy and parenthood. That's very common sa mga nag-eskwela, especially na sa high school or sa tertiary or sa college level. Once sila maka-experience siya o kaning ginatawag na early pregnancy or early parenthood, and then they decided to drop out. Kaya tungod, sila maulaw sa ilahang mga classmate tungod sa ilang nahimo nga butang. So, ikadua, nga rason nga nung mo drop out, boredom. Boring naman. Ang amo ang matutudlo. Murag wala man gahatag og maayong learning sa mua, di na ko mo eskwela. Labi na karon, perminti man mi naa sa balay, perminti man mi sigbasa ning mga modules, di mi kasabot. Walay ideas from professors or teacher, and then naburyong. Matud pa sa isa sa mong parents, sir, ang akong apo naburyong na. Di na mo answer siyahang module, naburyong na. So, and then at the end, makadecide og drop out. Muundang na lamang. Ikatulo, kanang ginatawag na to nga academic struggles. Very common. So, sa mga nag-eskwela, so naagi mga bata nga nag-struggle academically. Kaya na magitay mga learning disabilities sa mga kabataan. So, okay lang ang learning disabilities kay there are some subjects nga maayo sila, pero kung ang mahitabo na yun, mental retardation, and then that's a different issue. Then later on, makadecide na sila, mo drop out na lang ko. Because of that. And then, the next is kaning lack of a parental support. So, kulang sa suporta sa ginikanan. So, maybe, ginasuportahan sila financially, but morally, murag wala kayo natagag panahon, and then later on, ang mga bata nabilong sa mga bisag unsa nga mga bisyo, and then it resulted to drop out. So, those are the reasons. Then let's proceed or napay isa, money. Ng kwarta usap po na. Na ay mga reason nganong ang usa ka tao kinahanglan kita nga mato sa school kung dili kita gusto ma-drop out. There are reasons why we need to go to school. So, ang mga reasons ni ana is very simple. Una, nagaingon, the more education one gets, the better servant of God and of humanity he becomes. Mao na, according to studies, a person who is trained for his job or profession, he will be more successful than the one who has not made the necessary preparations. Ang tao jud nga nakatungha, nakakuha og ihadung sakto nga degree, mas maayo, mas successful kumpara sa mga tao nga wala ni agi og preparation in terms of studies. Ang ikatulo, an educated person is more socially acceptable than one who is not socially acceptable. It's really true. Nga kung ikaw usa ka taas o iniskwelahan and you are really socially acceptable in the community. Halang dun. And then ikaapat, the more education a person has, the income he receives. So, the more education you have, the more income you receive. That's according to studies. Then, ikadua, nga types of dropout. Kaning spiritual dropout. Muning kahadlukan po, unsa may mga hinungdan. Causes of spiritual dropouts. Una, weariness. Ikadua, improper desire for financial success. Muna hinungdan kaning kwarta prosahay maka-cause po na og spiritual dropouts. And then, difficulty struggles. Kinang usahay bitaw nga sige na tagtutok sa atong isig katao. Nagtutok sa isig tanaw sa mali sa atong isig katao, sa atong mga leaders, and then that will resulted to spiritual dropouts. Unwillingness to forgive. Di ka ba mo pasaylo? Himasag Biblia, sige simba, apan bugat kay mo pasaylo, and later on, that will resulted to spiritual dropouts. And then neglect of public and private worship and incomplete response to the will of God. So those are the causes of spiritual dropouts. Then deliberate toleration of known sin, also a cause, and unrealistic expectation of others. Always criticizing leaders and others. So that will cause also spiritual dropout. Then, what are the benefits? Ngano mo jud ang tao dili kita moabot sa punto nga ginatawag nga spiritual dropout. Unsa may mga benepisyo ni ana? There are a lot of benefits. Makes one happy from within life. Reinculcates harmony in life, bring fulfillment in every sense in life, and makes the society positive with positive people around, and helps one realize the ultimate goal in life. So mauna siya ang mga benepisyo nga kinahanglan as Christian, dili ta mahisama, di kita mabilong or di ta makaunahuna og kaning spiritual dropouts. Di mahisama ni ana. Ang atong teksto karon nagasentro sa libro sa Revelation or Revelation 22 verse 14. Nagaingon din na, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. So, what does it mean? So, kanang blessed, that means the felicity of eternal life. It's a condition, Bulahan ka, kung ikaw magahimo niini, ikaw makabaton o kinabuhing walay dayon. Doing his commandments signifies to live according to the Lord's precepts. Magapuyo kita in accordance to the will of God. And then, have the right to the tree of life. Kaya siya nagapunto that at the end, maybe in the Lord and the Lord in them by love. Ang Ginoo, anaa kanato. So entering the city, that is signifies that they may in the Lord's new church through knowledge concerning Him, and the gates, that is the doctrines of the church. Mao na ang iyang gipasabot nga ang teksto. So all of that is a condition. Kita magahimo lamang, and then we are blessed, and we could have eternal life. So, what are those? All of those are conditions, and how to comply those conditions? We need preparations. Now we all know that in preparations, there are entities nga makatabang ka nato in terms of preparation. So una, nagaingon sa Counsel to Church, page 411, I saw that we should not put off the coming of the Lord, said the angel. Prepare for what is coming upon the earth. Let your works correspond with your faith. I saw the mind must stay upon God, and that our influence should tell for God and His truth. So, our works must correspond with our faith. Be a good influence. Mao na ang atong i-prepare sa atong kinabuhi, according to Counsel to Church, page 411. Unsa man mga pamaagi sa preparasyon ng ating i-observe as Christians. Entities. Una, the family. Una nga entity. Una nga institution. Nga maoy dira nato gina-mold ang preparations in terms of character. Ikadua, ang school. Adventist education. So, the family is very important. Muna, ingon sa Malaki 2 verse 15, has not the Lord made them husband and wife one? In flesh and spirit, they are His, and way of His, He was seeking godly offspring. Kay tungod, ang gusto sa Ginoo, sa husband and wife, to have a godly offspring. Mo ay gusto sa Ginoo. So, diha na siya magagikan sa pamilya. Pag-training sa kabataan, dira sa pamilya. Pagkanindot. Ikadua, ang ato ang Adventist education is very important in preparation for the character of our children. Adventist schools. So, kanay siya, ikaduha nga entity nga makatabang sa pag-mold sa karakter, pag-transform sa karakter sa ato ang mga kabataan. Mga rason, nganong kinahanglan nato ang Adventist education? Why is it? Daghamag mga eskwelahan, adunay mga government schools na libre. Why we need Adventist education? Education, page 225. True education does not ignore the value of scientific knowledge or literary acquirements, but above information, it values power, and above power, goodness, above intellect acquirements, character. So, we don't neglect the scientific knowledge, but we add more. Muna nga, above power, goodness, above intellect, character. So, that's why we are called a holistic education. Nganong gimugna ang Adventist education? According to Ellen White, one reason why it was necessary to establish institutions of our own was the fact that parents were not able to counteract the influence of the teachings their children receiving in the public schools. In our schools, it was specified that the youth were to be taught in the principles of the Bible temperance that would help them to shun the foolish of this degenerate age, which were fast making the world a second Sodom. It's very clear, according to Ellen White. We could not counteract the influence our children receiving outside Christian education. Just imagine how many hours ang mas spend sa bata dito sa gawas compare sa ato ang panimalay. Mas daghan ang oras nga ilang mas spend dito sa gawas compare sa atong panimalay, and then ang influence outside is different from our home. We cannot counteract our teachings from home gikan sa gawas. The influence outside. That's the reason why Ellen White established Christian schools. Napagidugang si Ellen White. Education, page 46, is very clear. These schools were intended to serve as barrier against the widespreading corruption, to provide for the mental and spiritual welfare of the youth, and to promote the prosperity of the nation by furnishing it with men qualified to act in the fear of God as leaders and counselors. Intended to our children to what? To serve. Our school intended to serve as a barrier against a widespreading corruption. Corruption not only refers to money, widespreading corruption, and it to provide for the mental and spiritual welfare of the youth. Mental and spiritual welfare, panglaban. And also, it furnishes men qualified to act the fear of God as leaders and counselors, leaders of our church, and even to our community. It's very clear, according to Ellen White, education, page 46. Now, let's go back to the history of education. History of education. Kana lalaki muna si John Byington, father of Martha Byington, and John Byington was the first General Conference president. And his daughter, Martha Byington, became the first Seventh-day Adventist teacher at Bucksbridge, New York. Actually, daghang pagid dito mga kanang Bucksbridge, New York magod, layo magod sa city kung baklayon pa niya ba in business history ba, mula ka pa musakay pa na sila og katong sa tuong kalisa ba, abo kayo going to that particular place. And then dito sa gamay sa ilang simbahan sa kilid na gihimo-himo dito nga school. Then kanang nga school walay kuan isa lang ka room, gikan sa grade 1 siguro taman sa grade 6. Muna ang history gid niya. So kung ikaw teacher dito mura kag si Wonder Woman. From grade 1 to grade 6 imong tudloan. Kaya ikaw ang nagtudlo dito in that particular Christian education. And then daghan nito mga teacher nga nag-teach, mga member in that particular church. But wala sila nag-survive. Di mo man ang tuig, muundang sila, manglupad po ang mga bata, man-transfer po, kaya nawala man ang teacher. Because lack of support. Walay suporta from brethren. And so, the time, hantod yun niabot ni sa 1853 si Martha Byington. Siya nagtudlo sa maong gamay nga eskwelahan. And then, later on, ang brethren, siguro they were oriented by the church leaders, pastors, and then they supported that particular Christian education. According to the importance and value of the local church where educating continues for all ages training, church members to carry forth the work of bringing others in Christ. So we need that the brethren must support Christian education. Nasangtop sa pangunahuna sa mga membro sa mga iglesia, ilang gitabangan, gisuportahan, and because of that, nakapadayon si Martha Byington sa iyahang mission, and then, right after that, nakaproduce si Martha Byington og 17 ka mga graduates. First nga nag-graduate sa maong tulungan 17 ka buok. Og ang duwa sa iyang mga estudyante nahimong mga missionaries in different places in ang isa si Hilliard, E.D. Hilliard, nga nahimo siyang missionary 18 years sa Australia Division o 15 years sa USA, ug ang isa pud niya na si Parmelia Hilliard nga nahimo pud nga missionaries. So kung atong pamalandungon, kung kani sila nga mga missionaries including Martha Byington, kung sila buhi pa ni karon, they were very happy kay tungod sa ilang gihimo, and then nakita nila that as of now, the Seventh-day Adventist is considered as the largest educational entity in the world, second to Catholic. Pinakadako nga Christian education in the world, second to Catholic. So, lipay kasi sila tungod sa ilang gihimo, sa ilahang kanang gihimo nga pag-antos, sakripisyo, kaniadto, and then ang resulta, ang ilahang giantusan, nahimo na nga usa sa pinakadako nga tulunghaan sa tibuok kalibutan. Aniya? Tungod sa ilaha, nagpatindog na mga kolehiyo. 1874, Battle Creek College, the first Adventist college opens. Gi-open na siya, 1874. Dugay na kayo, mga karaan. 1882, nag-open po ang Hillsborough College sa California. And then later on, it was named as Pacific Union College. And then, ang pinakauna nga eskwelahan sa mga African-American o mga itom sa Amerika, ginitawag na siya nga the Morning Star. Ang Morning Star, it was founded or kana siya gimugna ni James White. Si James White, anak ni James and Ellen White. So, naabot sila ilang pag-mission, naabot sila sa mga African American, and they started there a school for the Black American, that is the Morning Star. So, mo ang history, and later on, 1897, hantod nga naanang Avondale College, Australia, nag-open in 220, pag 1900s, gi-open na ang gisugdan na pag-open sa mga elementary schools in North America. Then 1905, nakapalit ang Southern California og gamay nga hotel, and then gihimo nga eskwelahan, og ang kana nga eskwelahan gingalan nila og Loma Linda University. So, karon mao na ang Loma Linda University. Pinakasikat na siya dito. Andi lang dito sa tibok kalibutan ang Loma Linda University. Loma Linda University Medical Center ug kanang Walla Walla College. So very known. So as of now, aduna nakitay 9,489 schools, 118 colleges and universities, 2,713 secondary schools, and 6,621 primary schools. So, tungod sa tabang sa mga kaigsuunan, and then tungod sa dedication ni Martha Byington, og siya nakaproduce og the city ka mga estudyante, og katong nga mga estudyante na himong missionaries, and it resulted to thousands of schools. Dagko nga mga eskwelahan nga nahimo natang pinakadako nga Christian education throughout the world. So Adventist education is the second largest denominational education system in the world, second only to Catholic Church. Catholic Church medyo pinakadako. And we are second. Reasons for Adventist education. Kani, una, it introduces students in the Bible as a framework for thinking and evaluating. Gina-introduce ang Biblia based on Bible standards. Muna nga natin mga myth and fact with regards to Christian Adventist education. So, ang gihimo, ang La Sierra University, nagahimo sila og study, ang ilang team kaning cognitive Genesis study. Okay? Kung unsa jud katinuod, mahina ba jud ang education sa Adventista? Di ba jud makaapas sa standard with regards to the national average? So naghimo sila study. Amid all the woes of education reform, the Seventh-day Adventist school system might seem an unexpected place to look for models in improving student achievement. But by educating mind, body, and spirit, Adventist schools outperform the national average across all demographics. Outperform, according to their studies, ni sobra ang rating sa mga Adventist schools. Above average ang ilang rating when it comes to the national average, according to the study of the Genesis cognitive, according to the research. Cognitive study. So how do we account for the Adventist advantage? Unsa may advantage sa Adventist school? We believe it lies in the holistic approach these schools take, a commitment to educating mind, body, and spirit. Unlike public schools, Adventist schools across the country have a standard curriculum. We have standard curriculum. It includes the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic, along with we added spiritual emphasis on our system. That's the reason. We are unique and we are different. Our school is different. Ato kung tanaw niyo, kaduha nga rason, nganong importante ang Christian education. Sunod nga rason, young people who attend the Adventist schools remain faithful to the church, and they are more likely to become active lay leaders, full-time workers of our denominations. Katong tanaw ng resulta, Value Genesis Study. Factors that develop religious faith. Pinakataas dira na factor ng makadevelop og faith is children attending in Adventist schools. That's the reason why young people who attend Adventist schools remain faithful to the church, and they are more likely to become active lay leaders or full-time workers of our denominations. Dako ang iyang impact. Tanawan na to yung retention. Retention. Kung ang bata, wa jud nakatamak og atong tulunghaan, dako jud ang chance nga siya mawala sa pag-alagad. 42% nga siya ma-backslide. Wa jud nakatunob og Adventist education. Bisag kinder na lang o grade 1, wa gyud siya nakatunob. Kung ang bata nakatamak og Adventist education, siguro naka-eskwela og 2 ka tuig, 3 ka tuig, and then posible nga siya ma-retain sa atong iglesia 79.2% og mawala, ma-backslide 20.8% sa ilaha mga wala. Pero kung ang bata gikan sa kinder hangtod grade 11 and 12, nahuman sa atong tulunghaan, taas kayo ang chance nga siya ma-retain sa atong iglesia. Faithful to our church, 90.7% o 9.3% posible po niya siya ma-backslide because of some reasons. How much more siguro, wala na apil dira kung ikang kinder until college. Wala na apil silang studies. It's only until grade 11. So, dako kayo ang impact with regards to our retention sa church. Muna, sunod nga rason. Adventist schools are cities of refuge for many of our young people living in a broken world full of moral decay, such as drug abuse, alcoholism, and immorality. We are cities of refuge. I remember before, when I was assigned in Zamboanga City as literature evangelist, so dito di mo makasinabot kay mga Chabacano ang nasa Zamboanga. Di kayo makasabot, tok-tok sa portahan, isog kayo mga Chabacano, pag-upin na explain dayon. Sir, I am from Mountain View College. I am a representative of Philippine Publishing House. Gibus na kanimig sira. Gibang ang sira, gibalik og sira, pating isuga kayo. Sa diha nga ni talikod nami, lakaw na lang ta, ulaw ba kayo po kanang busang kag sira nga hapit na ka maigo sa sira. Busta ka kag sira, talikod. Totoo, nakatalikod na, giotro og open ang pultahan. Dong. Na. Gipabalik mi. Nguta, gaasa mo? Ilang paminaw magud Mountain Dew. Imbes nga Mountain Dew ilang paminaw. Abi mo ginawa yung Mountain Dew. Mountain View. Asya ay nabatian ako ng eskwelahan. Ako nang nabatian kay ng ako ang magud nga amiga, ang iyang anak adik. Nya iya ko nang gipadala sa Mountain View College. Nakahuman daw ko no. So, mo nang ali mo nang istoryata kay gusto na ko nga akong anak akong ipadala dito. So nahimo siya nga unsa man, cities of refuge ang atong tulunghan. Because of our principle, based on Bible standards. That's why according to Ellen White, Review and Herald, January 9, 1894, evils of the secular schools. In our institutions of learning, there was to be exerted an influence that would counteract the influence of the world and give new encouragements to indulgence in appetite, in selfish gratification of the senses, in pride, ambition, love of dress and display, love of praise and flattery, and strive for high rewards and honor as recompense for good scholarship. But in our school, okay, kana siya nga mga eskwelahan makita na sa mga secular schools. Okay? And then, pero kung ikaw nga ginikanan, gusto gini mo diha ka, and then that could be your choice in where they would be daily be brought, na kung diin ang imong mga bata, they would be daily be brought in contact with that which would contaminate their moral. Every day they were exposed. Exposed sila that will resulted to contaminate their moral. It's your choice. But in our school, we encourage, we are teaching students in a holistic manner. sa ato nga eskwelahan. Holistic manner. Now, in my conclusion, this is not to criticize parents who place their children in a public schools, nor an indictment against well-meaning of public schools educators. But the fact remains that public schools are not allowed to give your children the education experience the Bible demands. That's the fact. Okay? It's not an indictment or criticizing, but the fact that secular schools could not give children educational experience the Bible demands or God demands. That's the fact. Regardless of what you may think about Christian school, we encourage you to seek God's thoughts on the matter before choosing an academic home for your children. Whatever, bisag unsa imong panghuna-huna with Christian education, either you're negative or positive, what is important, you must imusang huna-hunaon. Nga ang butangan ba sa imong bata is kabubuton ba sa Ginoo, gusto ba sa Ginoo, or dili. Kaya aduna tayo ginaingon, if a lawyer fails to defend his clients would probably put to jail or put to death. Kung ang doktor fails to rightly diagnose his patient will die. But if the parents, the teachers, pastors fail to train our children, it would mean an eternal loss of that precious heritage. So muna ato ang pamalandungon. Muna, matud pa sa usa ka intelektual, do bachelor. Education without salvation only makes an intelligent sinner. Education without salvation only makes an intelligent sinner. But in our schools, the greatest science that our Adventist schools are offering is what? The science of salvation. So, ako nagkapanginaot nga ato ang masabtan ang mga pulong kung unsa ka importansya ang ato ang tulunghaan. It is God's design for our children. May the Lord well bless us all this evening.